So we're on week 6 of SAFE. I'm still on week 4. So trying to catch up. And the good thing was this is on the 4 seals, so week 4 is the 4th one. Nirvana is true peace. And the participants had questions on Nirvana. So I had because that particular teaching of the Heart Sutra, the explanation was very short. So I had the opportunity to go look for more information for them. So I sent them this from Samsara, Nirvana, and Buddha Nature, page 262 on Nirvana. So there was this question of what exactly is Nirvana? What is Nirvana? And it was so hard for them to grok, like what the explanation. And so I sent them this. Inside here it says, Nirvana is the ultimate nature of our minds, the emptiness of the mind that has been totally cleansed of obscurations. So isn't that a wonderful state where there's no more anger arising, no more attachment, no ignorance, nothing that will disturb the mind, and the mind is really peaceful. Then I got thinking, like, why is it the emptiness? Why is it not the mind that has been totally cleansed of obscuration? Why? What? And there's a lot of things that's in this little two-page. But this one thing was fascinating for me. Like, why is it not an emptiness? Why is it not a non-affirmant negative? I mean, why is it not the mind that is cleansed of these obscuration, which is a positive phenomena, which is a mind, a consciousness? Why is it the emptiness? And below it says, that some people say nirvana is an emptiness, the lack of inherent existence that never existed. This is a non-affirming negative, a permanent phenomena and ultimate truth. Others say nirvana is the extinguishment of the afflictions which did exist. It is an ultimate truth, but not an emptiness. So there are two different views, and these are held by great masters. It's not you, me, somebody in the market who has these kind of views. I think even from the Svatantrika Madhyamika down, everybody agrees with the second one, that there is something that still exists inherently. And then His Holiness says, here is how I see it. Nirvana is said to be the cessation of the notions of things and non-things. And then he explains Nirvana, this is Nagarjuna. Nirvana is said to be the cessation of notions of things and non-things. And His Holiness explains, Nirvana is the extinction of afflictions, means not only that afflictions, things, have been extinguished, but also that there are no inherently existent afflictions, non-things in Nirvana. This beginningless absence of inherently existent afflictions is emptiness, an ultimate truth. Still, it doesn't answer my question. Why is it not the mind? Why is it an emptiness? Why can't nirvana refer to the mind? Then, reading further, the absence of afflictions, that is nirvana, true cessation, is a non-affirming negative. The afflictions can never arise again because their causes has been completely eradicated. If nirvana were an affirming negative, a having ceased of the afflictions rather than their total extinguishment, then the afflictions could arise once again. This is because of having ceased of impermanent phenomena such as afflictions can produce a result. However, in nirvana, the afflictions and their causes can never again reappear. Nirvana is the emptiness of the mind that is totally purified of afflictions. Nothing else is being affirmed. So I'm even wrong to say that it's a positive phenomena. It's a negative phenomena. It's just an affirming negative. So how many people here thinks that this is not very important to know? Whether nirvana is a affirming negative or a non-affirming negative? So who thinks that is important to know? And who does not care because you don't really understand, and that that I might be speaking in Tibetan or Chinese for all you know. So why is it important to know whether it's an affirming negative or a non-affirming negative? You know, like is it really that important to us? So I don't have experiences, but based on just the English of this word, what I'm understanding is if it is a non-affirming negative, it's just a negation. So it's like saying no anger, doesn't affirm anything. But if it's an affirming negative, it says the anger has ceased. So it affirms that there was anger before that. And this passage is saying that if this nirvana is an affirming negative, then it's a having ceased, then it can then come back again. So it's like, I don't know how many of you watch zombie movies long time ago, where they have many series. When you get a hit, then you have a sequel and all that. And why do you have a sequel? Because they left something, right? They didn't kill all the zombies. There's one baby that was under a tree that was a zombie baby, and they missed that. Or the alien movies, right? You kill all the aliens, and then a part of it hides under the stone, waiting to come back. That's why. Because if we don't negate everything as a non-affirming negative, like it's just there's no inherent existence, that's it. Then you have that little piece of something that's, given the causes and conditions, will come back and become an alien again. Or the little baby grows up and become the next zombie nation. And then you have a sequel. And then, so it's like, if you don't have this confidence that all our afflictions can be totally cleansed from the mind, then why are we practicing this path? You work so hard, you get to the end, you get this nirvana that is an affirming negative. And then there's a little bit piece that kind of come back. And then it's like, there's this analogy that I've heard used in teachings. A piece of cloth drop on the ground, and it's all got all this gunk on it. So rocks and leaves. And then you shake it off. You get all these things. It's like knowing the first truth, all composite things are impermanent, so you're not grasping at permanence anymore. Then you kind of put it in water because it's still dirty, and further things come out. Maybe that's the second seal, that you understand that there's dukkha and the three kinds of dukkha, a little bit more sophisticated. But then you still have stains. And then you go buy soap powder, and you don't get the right one. And you wash it, but now it's no longer white, it's kind of an off-white. And it's like, oh, it's still off-white, it's not totally cleansed. So you need that particular wisdom realizing emptiness of objective existence, where this gong is no longer looking like a gong from its own side. And then you can totally cleanse that cloth and make it totally white again. And you keep doing it, and then it's completely pristinely white. So you need the right kind of soap powder, I guess. So my takeaway from this is, why is it that this thing fascinates me? Is knowing these things gives me confidence in the path. I know that if I practice this, not that I understand, but Nagarjuna says this, His Holiness says this, when my children says this, when Ricardo says this, then if I keep getting at it, doing the meditation, you get the right object of negation, then cessation is possible, nirvana is possible. Or if not, then if we don't know what we're meditating on, we go to the mountains and we stay for years and years, and you're meditating on the clear light mind, subjective clear light mind. And you get realizations. People get really blissful and wonderful experiences, and that's a positive phenomena that will not result in cessation of all the afflictions. Or even worse, you do this and you do a affirming negative, and then you think you've got nirvana. And then the afflictions come back, you come down the mountain and you still get angry. Well, so this is my little kind of experience. Thanks to the participant that I got this opportunity to look at this passage, because I had to send them something, and then I had to understand what I'm sending them. So may it be of benefit.